today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They're losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that?
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here we go, D. Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It's a gain of 7.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25.
Looking to throw.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cardinals.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
60 by 6. A gain of 5 brings up
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, Humphrey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They're going to look to throw.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back to the ground, Cook.
Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
brings up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Cardinals had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Up the middle they go. Humphrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a give. Akers running left.
A solid stiff arm.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Cougar 19.
All day. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Ready, go.
They'll go again here with Akers.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's There's a run with Akers on second down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that was a big run. It takes him all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him, because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Vikings head out to take over once again.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Conner. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. there, that might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, 25. Ready. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Ready, break. 38. Come on. You better break it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19. Hut, go. 25, check 25, check 25.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw here.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cook up the gut. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll set up to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A gain of 14.
Back to throw again.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You ready? You ready? Ready up. Tight left. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
He see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
2nd and 1. Complete. Jefferson the target. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 25 to the mic.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. San Francisco heading to the Superdome to take on New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who are out in front. Austin Eckler, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off, and there could be some room to roam.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
2nd and 5.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give, this is Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Sometimes in the run game you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
They They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
He's on the bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. At 25 to Mike. We're going 20.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
2nd and 2. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings use the short field to get in for 6.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 74 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete to Jones.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Cardinals have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover, because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. It's a run with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Watts. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Ross, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Ready? Viking 18.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 4th down.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he will have a Vikings first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And some room to roam now.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 86 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 59-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Humphrey. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Okay, ready?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line.
Come on. Back, Cowboy 80. Ready, go.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Cardinals,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.